On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Tsunami.
A huge ocean wave caused by an earthquake, volcano, or other disturbance.
Examples:
Tsunami warning. Tsunami relief. The earthquake tsunami caused widespread destruction along the coast.
Mount.
To increase, go up, or advance gradually or continuously, to prepare and supply with the necessary equipment for execution or performance, to ride on something or someone.
Examples:
Mount a hill. Mount a counterattack. They mounted pictures on the paper in preparation for the birthday card.
Grim.
Looking or sounding very serious or gloomy.
Examples:
Grim reality. A grim-featured man. The result presented a grim picture of inefficiency and corruption.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
a coal-fired ship, construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something, noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
fancy a cup of coffee, a flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
the intent of a question, intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
environment affairs, chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Humidity.
The amount of water vapor in the air, typically as a percentage of the maximum that the air could hold at that temperature.
Examples:
uncomfortable humidity, humidity sensor. The humidity in the tropical forest was so high that it was hard to breathe.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
guarantee a high quality, guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
vast majority, vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
fortunate situation, less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
direct proportion, a building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Hectare.
A unit of area equal to 10,000 square meters.
Examples:
hectare land, housing per hectare. The farm spans over 100 hectares of land.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
flood advisory, a flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Soaked.
Completely wet, saturated or drenched with a liquid.
Examples:
soaked clothes, soaked sponge. The hiker's boots were soaked from walking through the stream.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
soils retentive of moisture, parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Evaporate.
To turn a liquid into a gas, to become less intense and disappear gradually.
Examples:
evaporate the water, evaporate almost overnight. The sun will evaporate the mist.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Arid.
Lacking in moisture or rainfall, dry and barren, lacking in interest, life, or vitality.
Examples:
arid terrain. Semi-arid zone. The desert is known for its arid climate and lack of rainfall.
Grassland.
A large area of land covered mainly by grass, with few or no trees, and typically used for grazing livestock.
Examples:
Endangered grassland. Vast grassland. Meadows and pastures are examples of smaller-scale grasslands in many parts of the world.
Rainfall.
The amount of rain that falls in a specific location at a particular moment.
Examples:
The mean annual rainfall. Heavy rainfall. These plants thrive in hot climates with abundant rainfall.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Crust.
A hard outer layer that forms on the surface of a liquid as it cools or on a solid as a result of exposure to air or moisture.
Examples:
Crust formation. The Earth's crust. The bread's crust was golden brown and crispy.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel. Blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Runoff.
The occurrence of surplus liquid such as water that exceeds the limit or capacity, another competition, election, race, etc., following a tie or inconclusive outcome.
Examples:
Agricultural runoff. Primary runoff election. Industrial runoff and wind-blown debris are prime examples of pollution.
Evaporation.
The process of a liquid changing into a gas or vapor, often as a result of high temperatures or reduced pressure. The gradual disappearance or dissipation of something, such as money or resources.
Examples:
Evaporation cooling. Slow evaporation. The formation of clouds is facilitated by the process of evaporation and condensation.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women. Recognize. To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered. Examples: recognize talent, recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses. Terminal. A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples:
terminal disease, a terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Livestock:
Farm animals and birds such as cows, sheep, and chickens.
Examples:
Livestock agriculture, livestock industry. Livestock feed is made from fodder crops.
Cattle:
Cows, bulls, and buffaloes that are raised for their milk or meat as farm animals.
Examples:
Cattle barn, cattle hide. The cattle are on the grassland and grazing.
Graze:
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
Turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Methane:
A chemical compound with the chemical formula CH4 with no smell or color, often used as a fuel.
Examples:
Atmospheric methane. Reduce methane emissions. The ignition of methane gas in the plant killed 5 employees.
Laureate:
A person who has been awarded an honor or a prize for achievement in a particular field, especially in literature or academia. A poet who is honored for achieving the highest level of excellence in a competition or for producing a lifetime body of work.
Examples:
Oscar laureate, poet laureate. The Nobel laureate delivered an inspiring speech to the graduating class.
Caddy:
A container or carrier for holding and transporting small items, such as tea or golf clubs.
Examples:
Golf caddy, caddy spoon. The tea caddy was a beautiful antique with intricate designs carved into the wood.
Dusty:
Covered with or characterized by dust, having a dry, powdery texture or appearance, having a lot of dust or dirt in the air.
Examples:
Dusty road, dusty bookshelf. The abandoned warehouse was covered in a thick layer of dusty debris.
Wildlife:
Animals, birds, insects, etc. that grow independently of people and live in natural conditions.
Examples:
Wildlife sanctuary, bird and other wildlife. The conservation area has an abundance of wildlife.
Ecologist:
A person who studies the relationships between living organisms and their environment, the state of being outside or directed toward or relating to the outside or exterior.
Examples:
Behavioral ecologist, forestry ecologist. The forestry ecologist studied the interactions between the different species in the forest's ecosystem.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Marvelous.
Causing wonder or astonishment, excellent.
Examples:
Marvelous performance. Marvelous power. The view from the top of the mountain was marvelous.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Drumbeat.
A regular, steady beat or rhythm, often used to accompany music or to mark the passage of time.
Examples:
Steady drumbeat. Thundering drumbeat. The ceremonial drumbeat echoed through the temple during the ritual.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples:
Recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between 2 job offers.
Dynamite.
A powerful explosive made from nitroglycerin, typically used in construction and mining, something that causes strong, sudden reactions or changes.
Examples:
Dynamite-powered engine. Dynamite fishing. The sound of the dynamite explosion could be heard for miles.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Blunder.
Mistake, the act of making a foolish error.
Examples:
A capital blunder. Make a blunder in my work. The CEO's blunder in the meeting cost the company millions.
Grave.
A place where a dead body is buried, typically marked by a headstone or other memorial. A very serious, solemn, or important matter. Verb, to carve, cut, or etch a design, inscription, or mark onto a hard surface, such as stone or metal. Adjective, serious, solemn, or weighty in nature.
Examples:
Graven image. Grave mistake. Many innocent civilians were killed and buried in mass graves outside the city during the war.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal. The plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
Plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Midday.
Noon, 12 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Examples:
Midday meal. Midday glare of the sun. We usually have a lunch meeting at midday.
Greatly.
To an extraordinary extent or degree, very much.
Examples:
Greatly affect the situation. Greatly support that player. They greatly admired our actions.
Percentage.
The number, amount, or rate of something, which is usually the amount per 100.
Examples:
The percentage of the gold content. A high percentage. What is the percentage of the consumption tax in the United States?
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Vegetation.
Plants in general, particularly those indigenous to a particular region or spot.
Examples:
Tropical vegetation. Dense vegetation. The vegetation in the area is quite diverse.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Ferocious.
Very fierce, savage, or cruel.
Examples:
Ferocious beast. Ferocious predator. The lion's ferocious roar could be heard from miles away.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Herd.
A group of animals of the same type that live or are kept together as livestock.
Examples:
Herd of cattle. The common herd. He was riding herd on the sheep during the day.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Dung.
Solid waste from animals, especially from large animals such as cattle and horses. Verb, to fertilize or dress with animals' excrement.
Examples:
Ball of dung. Dung the land. You can see the horse dung on the country road.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans and in many other animals that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Periodic.
Happening at regular intervals over a while.
Examples:
The periodic blooming of the cherry blossom. Periodic payments. Astronomers are examining whether the periodic signals emanating from this star are artificial.
Trample.
To step heavily on something or someone, causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Trample down his feelings. Trample on the rights. The plants in this garden are precious, so you must not trample them.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Decay.
The process or state of rotting or decomposition by natural causes such as the action of bacteria and fungi. Verb, to rot or decompose through natural causes.
Examples:
Radioactive decay. Prevent tooth decay. The dead body was in an advanced state of decay.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Smother.
To cover or suffocate something or someone completely, to suppress or stifle a feeling or emotion.
Examples:
Smother flames. Smother a sneeze. She tried to smother her fears and doubts with positive affirmations.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Traditionally.
In accordance with tradition, typically or commonly done in a particular way.
Examples:
Traditionally accepted concept. Traditionally sung at a banquet. Traditionally, the ceremony was held outdoors.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Pollutant.
A substance or agent that pollutes or contaminates the environment, typically through release into the air, water, or soil.
Examples:
Noxious pollutant. Water pollutant. The factory's use of chemicals has made it a significant pollutant in the area.
Climatology.
The scientific study of climate and weather patterns and their causes and effects.
Examples:
Climatology research. Marine climatology. Climatology data shows that the Arctic has been warming faster than other regions of the world.
Unthinkable.
Too unlikely or shocking to imagine or accept.
Examples:
An unthinkable coincidence. In unthinkable trouble. That accident was something unthinkable with my long experience.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
a bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Proxy.
A person or entity that is authorized to act on behalf of another person or entity.
Examples:
healthcare proxy. Proxy server. She voted by proxy because she was unable to attend in person.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
an alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc., that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
foreground segmentation. Foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Mulch.
A protective covering, often made of organic materials such as wood chips, straw, or leaves, applied to the soil around plants to suppress weed growth, retain moisture, and provide insulation.
Examples:
mulch from the vegetation. Organic mulch. The landscaper recommended a layer of rubber mulch for the children's playground as it provides cushioning and minimizes injuries from falls.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Vilify.
To speak or write about someone or something in a way that is likely to make people have a very low opinion of them.
Examples:
vilify the press. Publicly vilify. The media has been vilifying the politician for his controversial statements.
Dilemma.
A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more options, especially that are equally unfavorable ones.
Examples:
Chicken and egg dilemma. Be in a dilemma. The choice between bureaucracy and adhocracy represents a common dilemma.
Knowledgeable.
Having or showing extensive knowledge, expertise, or understanding of a particular subject or field.
Examples:
knowledgeable staff, knowledgeable advice. She is quite knowledgeable about the latest trends in technology.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Tackle.
To try to deal with a complex problem or situation.
Examples:
tackle the issue. Help tackle climate change. The government is determined to tackle sharp inflation.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples:
reinvent local dishes. Reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Holistic.
Relating to or dealing with the whole of something rather than just its parts.
Examples:
holistic education. Develop a holistic vision. The holistic approach to healthcare considers the person's physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Economy:
the system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Overnight:
lasting for or occurring during one night, occurring or changing extremely quickly or suddenly, happening or being achieved in a short amount of time.
Examples:
overnight parking. Overnight success. The overnight package delivery arrived at my door this morning.
Crop:
a plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.
Yield:
the total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Permanent:
lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Aid:
things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Shrub:
a woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Virtually:
almost completely.
Examples:
virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Integrate:
to combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Buffalo:
a large wild ox with shaggy hair found in Asia and North America.
Examples:
buffalo horn, buffalo steak. The buffalo roamed freely in the plains of North America.
Giraffe.
A tall African mammal with a very long neck and legs, typically with distinctive brownish-yellow fur and dark patches, an animal often found in zoos and wildlife preserves.
Examples:
Giraffe pattern, giraffe exhibit. The giraffe's long neck makes reaching leaves high up in the trees easy.
Erode.
To gradually wear away or break down rock, soil, or other material through the action of wind, water, or other natural agents, to gradually weaken or undermine something over time.
Examples:
Erode coast, erode trust. The ongoing budget cuts have eroded the quality of education in many schools.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
regardless of the difficulties, regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Centimeter.
A unit of measurement of length in the metric system, equivalent to 1/100th of a meter.
Examples:
centimeter measurement, 30 centimeters tall. The room was only 1 centimeter wider than the piano, making it a tight fit.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
attract attention, attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
a profound book, the profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
grandchild-grandparent relationship, grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
amazing advances, the most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Gully.
Deep water cut trench, especially after a prolonged downpour.
Examples:
street gully, gully erosion. In the mist, the vast gully was awe-inspiring.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Flock.
A gathering of sheep, goats, or birds.
Examples:
flock of sheep. Flock of spectator. When a flock of birds flies in, the hunt begins.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Horn.
A hard, pointed, often curved part that grows on the top of the heads of some animals, such as sheep and cows, a noisemaker or musical instrument that makes a loud noise when you blow through it.
Examples:
a handle of horn. Horn of a vehicle. He enjoyed hearing the tootles of their horns with beer.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples:
a nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples:
unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples:
eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one. Adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Savory.
Pleasing to the taste, especially by being salty, sour, or spicy rather than sweet.
Examples:
Savory dish. A savory omelet. The savory aroma of roasted chicken filled the kitchen.
Reclamation.
The process of restoring or reclaiming something, particularly land or resources that have been damaged or depleted, the act of obtaining or recovering something that was lost or taken away.
Examples:
Reclamation district. Coastal reclamation. The reclamation of the wetlands allowed for the restoration of the natural ecosystem.
Treble.
The highest vocal or instrumental register, typically performed by a woman or child, a high-pitched sound or tone, 3 times as much of something or threefold.
Examples:
Treble clef. Treble booster. The soprano singer hit a piercing treble note during the performance.
Sigmoid.
Relating to or shaped like the letter S.
Examples:
Sigmoid curve. The doctor examined the sigmoid colon to check for any abnormalities.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve, yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment, principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Cheer.
To give a loud shout to show support, praise, or approval.
Examples:
Cheer for the home team. Cheer me up. Supporters in the stands cheered at every goal.